छाया आसमान देखो झूमता गगन है छाया आसमान देखो झूमता गगन
Hi Leo, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am Rune Message Olette and you are now watching Mystic Miz Olette's Tarot and Astrology. Thank you so much for being here, Leo. This is your April 2021 stars and cards. So before I get into your stars, I just wanted to say this is a general reading for anyone who has birth chart placements in the sun, moon, rising, or Venus in Leo. If you're finding that the video is not resonating, please give me a fat thumbs up and I'll see you next month in the Leo video. Also, make sure you check out the videos for each of your sign placements. If you don't know what your sign placements are, I always leave a pin in the comments to where you can go to cafeastrology.com and get your natal chart drawn up for you so that you know where your birth chart placements are, and then you get a more in-depth horoscope if you do it that way. Also, before I get started, I wanted to ask you to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. As you know, I'm growing, and apparently having subscribers is important to YouTube to show that people are watching the videos and subscribing. They actually like the content. So if you like my content and you want to help me out, please subscribe to the channel. Also, I will leave all the links below. If you're looking for a personal reading, the link will be below. You can go to my buymeacoffee.com. And I am an affiliate of Amazon, so any of the decks that I use or anything that I mention, I will always leave a link in the bottom of the description box, so that way you can go to the deck that you like and you can purchase it from Amazon. And because you're using my link, I do get a small commission, and I have to say that. So just wanted to get that out of the way. Thank you so much for listening, Leo. Love ya. Mwah. Thank you so much for coming back. And let's get into your April 2021 stars. So Leo, on April 3rd, we've got Mercury going into Aries. So we are starting a new cycle because we're moving from Pisces to Aries, and Aries is the first sign of the astrological year. So Mercury is moving into this house, which means this is your 9th house, right? Your 9th house is all about your higher mind, your higher self, just your higher learning. Like you might be thinking about teaching, you might be thinking about learning something, studying, or taking a class. You might even be talking to people about politics. Like, I'm not into politics, but at this time you could be into politics. Like, your mind really absorbs a lot of different information at this time, so be open to what comes in. Also, be aware that your conversation is going to be very straightforward, blunt, and to the point. Like, you might cut people with your words this month, Leo, so be careful, have a little bit of compassion in your voice when you speak, because you're already a king or a queen. You don't have to put force behind your words, and I think that you'll find more eloquent ways to communicate, even though this energy is a little bit adverse to that, but you'll figure it out, Leo. On April 11th, we've got new moon in Aries. So everything is moving into Aries. We've already got the sun, Venus, Mercury, and then boom, a new moon in the 9th house. So you're really thinking about learning something new, or you're having a spiritual awakening. Like, this is the beginning of it, right? You're setting intentions, you're starting something new. And with Aries, you're enthusiastic about it, you're passionate about it. So that's how you know it's for you, because you feel some type of way down in your soul that is meant for you. And so, like I said, learn, study, teach, enroll in a class, get involved with your higher mind, your higher self, and your higher learning. And I also wrote, come to Jesus, that spiritual awakening. Like, you might automatically come to a spiritual belief that you know is universal. It just rings so true in your soul. Like, it's just like you have an inner knowing this month. On April 14th, we've got Venus going into Taurus, which this is your 10th house, and your 10th house is of your status and career. It is at the highest top part, most highest part of your chart, right? So you could get a financial blessing in career here, meaning a promotion, a new job, a bonus, extra work, like extra duties, but the extra duties bring in extra money. You can also attract new clients, new customers, also a new management team or new bosses. This can also be a time of engagement, marriage, and commitment, because Venus rules Taurus. And for you, this is your 10th house. So Venus coming here could mean, that at this time you're getting engaged, or somebody's asking you, to get engaged to them. You can also be actually physically having a marriage at this time in spring, right? You could be getting married. This is a great time for marriage and commitment, and for your status to change from single to married, or in the worst case, it could change from married to divorce. But with Venus being there, even if it is a divorce, it'll be one that makes you happy. All right. On April 19th, we've got Mercury entering Taurus, the same 10th house. So you're having conversations about your career, your forward movement, and your forward thinking. Like, you're very innovative right now in your career, so it's like people are really realizing that they need you, because they need you for your great ideas. You could be planning, negotiating, but all this is really just about forward movement and advancement in your career or in your status change. So ask for what you really want at this time. You know, you're already over the self worth thing. Like, you're like, I got that down. Right now, I'm asking for what I'm worth, because I know that I know this job inside and out, or, I have this knowledge. I went to school and I got all this knowledge. Whatever it is, Leo, you know that you are worthy of what you're asking for. So think about your career advancement. Where do you want to go? If you're not there yet, continue to manifest where you want to go. On April 19th, we got the sun in Taurus. So boom, 10th house is lit up for you. So career is litty, Leo. Like, what are you doing right now? Focus on career status, more energy and vitality pumped into your career status. So, like I said, you're going to be feeling good about what you do. It's not going to just be something, like whatever you do, you are feeling passionate about it. You are motivated and inspired to do it, and you love it, okay? This is your time to shine at work. You might get recognized at this time with the sun moving here, might get recognized for the work that you've been putting in. And Lord knows it's been a lot. It's been a lot. On April 23rd, we've got Mars going into Cancer. So this is the 12th house right before it comes into your sign. So you're going to be acting at the subconscious level, which is going to make you a little bit more passive, Leo. So this is going to feel out of your element. But you need to spend some time alone if you can, because you need to meditate at this time and allow so this is basically you acting in your subconscious. And so what that means is you're actively programming your subconscious. Like, when you're alone, you're aligning with yourself and speaking to yourself, spending that time by yourself. Like, you really need to get the downloads from spirit so that you can act on whatever spirit wants you to do at this time. So it's going to look like you're not really doing much at this time, but you really will be. Like, you're really working, putting in work on yourself and on your subconscious. So journal at this time. It's a great time for yoga, like movement, breathing. Definitely withdraw and enjoy your own company. Like, this is about spending some time with yourself. And I know sometimes it's hard for Leos to do that because you have a big heart, you want to be around people, but at this time, take some time to be with yourself and your spirit and love yourself. It's about self love. And on April 27th, we've got Pluto going retrograde in Capricorn. That's sixth house energy. So Pluto is the smallest planet, but it represents change, transformation, and a focus again on your subconscious, on your deeper self. So you're going to start gaining clarity on what's no longer working for you in your daily routine. So it could be anything, like the sixth house rules what you do every day. So something here is going to change. It's like as Pluto is going retrograde, it's giving you a chance to see what's not working for you so you can change it. You have to release it now or you will become stuck in a rut. Like, so if you have a job that you hate, it's time for you to get rid of it. And the signs are going to be there for you. It's going to be so unbearable that it's going to make you change. That's really what Pluto is about, is making it unbearable for you so that you have to do something about it. And it could be your diet, your nutrition. Maybe if you volunteer, like things are changing. Like things are changing in your daily routine, in your daily habits, how you eat, how you get up in the morning. Maybe you need to get up earlier. Maybe you get to sleep later and you are up later at night. So it's really up to you to figure out what's working for you and what's not, and get rid of what's not. Release it, or else you'll get stuck in a rut and you'll become a hamster on a wheel that's doing the same thing day in, day out and not happy. And you'll have to do that for another cycle because you didn't learn, right? So let's not do that. On April 27th, we've got the super full moon in Scorpio. And so this is your fourth house. This is at the bottom of your chart. So it's funny that we had activity at the top of your chart in the 10th house and then down at the bottom of your chart, the fourth house. That's kind of an opposition right there. So this full moon is shining light on something that needs to change at home, regarding your home situation, regarding your stability. You'll start to feel this energy 2 to 3 days before the full moon and also 2 to 3 days after. Home is where the heart is at this time. So you'll feel that energy, like wherever you go, you're at home. You'll be around people that are your closest people. And I also wrote, stop running from what you need to feel safe, Leo. So you've probably been doing a lot of moving around, a lot of traveling, and you're running from something, but you really don't know that you're running from something. But like I said, home is where the heart is. And so whatever you love at this time, whoever you love, those are the people that you're going to want to be in their presence at this time. And you'll want to let go of anything that's superficial, because the fourth house is a very intimate house. And so if it's somebody that, like, say if you're with somebody who can't be vulnerable with you, can't keep it real with you, you'll cut that shit off and roll out, Leo. And you need to. You need somebody at this time that can be vulnerable, that you can be vulnerable with. And that could be your closest family members. It could be a partner, a lover, a friend, a relationship, but somebody in your family, in your house. All right. It could even be that you want to move, and so you'll start thinking at this time, I got to start looking for a place to stay. I got to move. Or you'll physically be moving at this time. But whatever it is, you'll know what it is at that time, Leo. So that's what I got for your stars. Thank you so much for listening to that. I know it was kind of windy. So let's go ahead and get into your cards. All right. This month I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. I like this deck a lot, and I've been waiting to get it, and I finally got it. So if you're interested in getting this deck, make sure to check the description box below for the link to Amazon, and it'll take you right to the page where you can do a one click and purchase it, okay? And then just know that I do get a small commission for any links that you use that are in my description box. So thank you so much for supporting my channel. I really appreciate you. If you love the content, go ahead and give back in any way that you would like. I appreciate it, even if it's just a like or a subscribe. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get into your reading. Leo, what messages do you need to know for the month of April 2021? Leo. Let's see what we need to know, Leo. I'm going to do it like this. All right, Leo, at the bottom of the deck, we've got the King of Swords. So you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but this is like moving on. Like basically, this is like the final authority. You know, whatever happens now, you will not be able to go back. It's like once you make this final decision in your life, Leo, things change and you go out into the unknown. You might be out in the cold, but you're never alone. Like, look at how many animals are around him, guiding him and making sure he gets to where he's going in his destination. Like, you're going to be okay. All right. That's the energy that I have around surrounding this reading. The first card out is the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is my win at all cost card, the defeat card. Like somebody feels defeated here, and I don't know if it's you, Leo, but if it's you, then you feel like somebody got over on you. Somebody got the best of you, and you're trying to figure out how. Like, what the hell just happened here? You know? And it could be somebody just acting out for attention, looking in the background. Somebody's like, hey, trying to get your attention. So it could be somebody acting out of character, acting out for attention. This could be you or somebody that you're dealing with. All right. And there's actually blood on this card too. So there could have been bloodshed. You know, like it could have been a physical altercation that went down, like a physical fight. Like somebody could have got hurt, like, and they're bleeding because I see blood. And I know it's hard for you guys to see it, but it's down in this corner here. See, it's like splatters of blood. So, you know, maybe you got into a fight with somebody, like a physical fight. You know, it could also just be, like I said, metaphorical, meaning you got in a fight with somebody and you're just trying to figure out, you know, how are they even thinking like that? Like you're trying to figure somebody out and it doesn't make any sense to you. Okay? And then coming in reverse, we've got, as your obstacle, we've got the Six of Wands. So normally the Six of Wands is about the victory card, right? So right now, maybe you feel like you still got work to do before you get this victory. Or maybe you feel like something was taken from you, you know, like this win that you were supposed to have. Somebody else came in and swooped in and took it. And that's why it's like, oh, even with this five, look at the bird is trying to tell him something. It could be gossip. Like, so you're hearing from a little birdie told me, la la la. Like, it could be gossip in the workplace, gossip anywhere. And so you feel like somebody took something from you, something that was supposed to be yours, a victory, a win that was supposed to be yours. You didn't win. And it's like somebody took it. All right. At the bottom of the Oh my goodness. At the bottom of the reading, we got the Tower. So this is Uranus energy, Scorpio, and also Aquarius. So the Tower coming in means like something is changing forever. Like maybe because of what happened, something is changing forever. Like with the Tower, once it strikes, everything falls down, all bets are off, and then we start over. We rebuild from scratch, from a blank page, you know, from a blank foundation, we rebuild again. So it looks like something is shaking you up here, Leo. Something is shaking you up. Like maybe you even got some bad news because with the Five of Swords, it's like I got some bad news and I didn't win at this time. Woo, I was not expecting this. All right, and in the past, we had the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is a decision that was made, you know? It's like you make a decision and you zero in on it. And maybe you had an idea to do something and maybe it feels like it didn't work out in the present time. You know, and what you're really thinking about at the top of the reading is the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is all about holding on to what you got. Look how she's holding on to her purse. So it's like you feel you have a fear of letting go. So you're trying to hold on to everything that you have. And even if it's not serving you, you're trying to hold on to it. But like with the Tower, you can't. And the Tower is at the foundation. So it's saying Something has to change, and it changes for good. You're not going to be able to hold on. But it looks like you're trying to hold on, Leo. And what's coming is the Ace of Pentacles, that whole new start again, that whole new opportunity to do something, to bring in the coin, to make money, to plant a seed. You know, you're going to be planting a seed that's going to grow, like you might be investing in something. And then what did I say? You had a lot of 10th house energy. So this could be a new job coming in, a new opportunity to advance in career or a new status change. Like I said, you could literally win some money at this time and feel like, oh, you know, and it'll change your status. That's what kind of money this is, like a windfall of money. Alrighty, and let's see. How you feel about things is the Queen of Cups. So this is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. You're pretty emotional about things. You know, you're sensitive at this time. You could even be fertile at this time. So like either, you know, take it how it resonates. The Queen could also be the King, but you could be pregnant at this time or wanting to get pregnant, or you could be dealing with children, just being really nurturing and loving and romantic, wearing your heart on your sleeve, you know, um, just being, like I said, being up in your feelings. Kiki, do you love me? That could be your song for. Is that your song? Let's keep going. Let me see if that's your song. How people see you is the Seven of Cups. So it's like they see that you have options. They see that you can do other things. You could do whatever you want, really. But they know that you have so many options that you could choose anything. But I would advise you to choose what feels right for you. Choose the light. Stay away from the darkness. You know, it's really easy to choose something that we think is for us, that we really thought we always wanted, and then it's not the best thing for us. So this is like choose wisely. Be careful what you wish for. All right. And that's how they see you. They're like, you got so many things that you could do. Be careful what you wish for because it just might happen. Alrighty. And your hopes and fears, you've got the Nine of Pentacles. So this is saying continue to go the distance. You know, get that 10th pentacle. Like you've got goals, you've got dreams, you've got ambitions, Leo, and you want to get that 10th pentacle. It's like you're content with who you are, you're content with what you have, but you just want that final pinnacle that's going to push you to that status, that 10th house. And so it's saying don't give up on what you really want. Continue to go. Like I feel like your deepest, darkest fear would be you not being able to have and do exactly what you want. Like you're going to be able to do and have exactly what you want as long as you never give up on yourself. Alrighty, and at the end of the reading, we've got the Knight of Swords. So look at this guy. The Knight of Swords is reckless and impulsive. It's like something coming in fast and, you know, and furious. And like, look at it. It's a movement card. Like there's fast movement. He's running. He's going to jump on his bike and go somewhere. He's got a crossbow and he could be running away from something he already did. So just be careful. Like there's a weird energy surrounding this card. You know, it's like watch your back. Watch your back, Leo. I don't know, you know, we all have enemies, but just watch your back. You know, there's people that are very, very jealous of other people for no reason. Like you've been given a new opportunity, so automatically you have a target on your back. So watch your back. That's how I really feel. So this is a crazy reading, you know, but I really feel like the Five of Swords has you scratching your head, wondering how somebody got over, how they got that position, you know, what did they do that? Because they took something from you. You thought you were going to win and you didn't win. And because you didn't win, it changes things forever. You know, like I said, you had a thought in the past with the Ace of Swords of how things were going to go. You had made decisions based on what you thought was going to happen. But in the end, it didn't happen like that. So it left you just like clinging to your stability, clinging to your security, holding on to what you already have. but you were offered something new. You've got a new opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles to do something new. And you're real, like I said, you're really emotional right now. You're wearing your heart on your sleeve. Like you might even be around your family or your children, but your heart is open right now, Leo. And you can do anything that you want, but just be careful, because you have so many options. You could pick the wrong one. So that's why I said make sure that you review your options, because people are looking at you like, oh, because in about 7 days, which is in about a week, you might get a new option and you'll be like, dang, but I just put some invested time and money and effort into this, and now you're offering me this, and this looks great, right? Don't do that. Don't waver in what you really want. Go ahead and do what you are doing and focus on that. And even the Knight of Swords, like I said, the way that he's coming in, like he's dead laser focused on what he's about to do. So that could be you too. Laser focused on getting this money. But like I said, watch your back. You got people that are watching you and they're not, they'll run up on you real quick and try to take what you got. So be careful. That's what I got for your reading. Ooh, I'm sorry that it's more of like a warning for April instead of like a real story. Alrighty, let's get into your second message, Leo. I'm going to be using the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. This is one of my favorite oracle decks. So if you're looking for this deck, go ahead and check it out. This is the back of the card. I really like it. It's like a four-leaf clover, but it's not. It's pretty nice. I like it. But anyway, let's see what Leo needs to know for the month of April 2021. Thank you so much, Leo, for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. I'm continuing to grow my channel, and I have so many plans for the future and for this channel. So in order for me to do it, I do need the support of at least likes and subscribes, at least. Alrighty, so let's see, Leo. What messages do we need to know for Leo for the month of April 2021? What messages do we need to know? I'm going to pull 3 cards from this deck this month. The first card is the Three of Cups. Share the love. So share the love. Like I said, you have a lot of love in your heart to give. And the Three of Cups is usually about a party or a celebration. So you could be attending a celebration coming up this month. Like I said, a wedding. This would be a great time for a wedding. You could be going to a baby shower or just having drinks with friends, getting together with people, sharing the love, spending time together. Even during a pandemic, we can spend time with our closest family and friends and still go out and have a drink with them. It's that energy of camaraderie with friends, okay? Or people of like mind, like friends, family members, people who are like you. So that's what you're going to be around this month. And then we've got, oh wow, the Chariot. So move and just look. I love how all the hearts are coming out for you. Like you had a heart here and you have a heart here. It's like, Leo, your heart is open for to receive love and to give love and to get love. Like you are just open right now. And move is usually the Chariot. So the Chariot could be you're moving to successfully to something new. It's like starting that new cycle. You're getting in your Chariot and going somewhere else. You could be traveling, you could be relocating, but I really feel like this you're moving toward success now with that 10th house. The Chariot is all about you moving from one position to the next that's better for you. So advancement in career. I really feel like sharing the love, and it's going to really make you happy. And so being around you is going to make people feel loved and just have a loving energy around it because you love yourself and it's radiating from you to other people. You could also be making a commitment now. You could be making a move, like I said, making a move, getting married, getting engaged, moving in together, making some kind of an agreement, a commitment, but you're making a move. Share the love and move. And the last card we got is detach, which this is Hermit energy. Even though Hermit is normally the ninth card, I really look at this as Hermit energy. but detach. So there's something that you have to detach from. And I hate to report this. Sometimes this could mean death, but we're in a time of rebirth with the age of Aquarius. All right. And so something is dying. You know, you're detaching from a part of yourself that no longer serves you, and you're moving into a new phase. It might even be people, places, or things, you know. So let's say you work with some people and they're in one department and you're moving on from that department. And so you feel like you have to detach from those people and get to know new people, or, you know, your career advancement is bringing you a little bit of sadness because things are changing and they're never going to go back. Just like that tower energy there. So that's what I got for you for your spirit message from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. Let's go ahead and get one card from the Wild Kuan Yin by Alana Fairchild. So if you're looking for this deck, the link is below, and this is the original size. You know, they have a mini deck now, but this is the original Wild Kuan Yin. So let's just see, what does Leo need to know for the month of April 2021? For Leo, what messages do you need to know? One card, please, Spirit, for Leo for the month of April. Bam! I really got two cards. So one of them is trying to fall out. So let's say I have 27 Sisters of the Sacral Spiral. All right. And I also have number 12, Sacred Sherpa guides you beyond. So I have to read you the descriptions because I haven't used the Wild Kuan Yin in so long. But with just looking intuitively at the Sisters of the Sacral Spiral, it's like you've got people that will watch your front and watch your back. Like you're protected, you know, in whatever decisions that you're making, whatever endeavor, whatever way you decide to go, you're protected. So you don't have to worry about, you know, the unknown, plunging into the unknown. Just know that whatever you're doing from this point on, you're protected. But I'm going to go ahead and read you what it says in a reading. It says, the universe wants to bring more abundance, fulfillment, and experience to you than exists in your world at present. So you'll need to be more open and receptive to what's on its way. This means trusting more. Don't overthink situations in your life. When something feels right, go with that. When something doesn't feel right, step back. You can know that everything will somehow work out, but the timing and process is up to higher wisdom, which you can tap into and flow with like surfing a wave, like surfing a wave rather than trying to swim against the current. By trusting your belly and inner feelings to lead you rather than your head. Timing is really important here. Your time will come. And there is a sequence of events that has to take place in a particular order for all things to work out according to a higher plan. Your efforts will bear fruit, but there is a higher purpose to the timing of when it comes together. So just think about it. Like I talked about your ninth house, you know, your higher mind getting into alignment. And this is kind of confirming what I said. You know, the timing is really important. There's a sequence of events that has to happen. Like I said, even if you're learning something new or studying something new or starting something new, it's the sequence that has to happen. You're doing something new. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end, and you haven't gotten there yet. But you're protected. The universe wants to bring you more abundance and fulfill you more. And so the only way that you can get that is to receive the information that spirit is trying to give you. So I really like that card for you. And the sacred Sherpa guides you from beyond. It says there's a challenge ahead of you, quite possibly one of your conscious choosing. The challenge will stretch you beyond your known limits and lead you into incredible new experiences that broaden your horizons and inspire your soul. You are supported to experience this challenge, but will need help from a more experienced guide. This will make the journey all the more successful for you. Seek out those that have information, experience, skill, or connections in whatever matters are of most importance to you now. Trust your intuition to discern what guidance is most helpful for you. This is not about giving away your power. It is about becoming more informed so that you can make good choices. And so now you're making these choices. It's saying if you've been contemplating a path or a training program, a new vocation, which is your career that we were talking about, or an adventure, a new spiritual teaching or lifestyle, or anything that would take you beyond what you have known, and you are uncertain whether you are capable or qualified enough, this oracle brings reassurance. This is part of your divine journey. There is a special gift waiting for you upon this journey, and in taking it, you shall be supported with all you need. So I love how Kuan Yin is definitely confirming that you're on a spiritual journey. And this is the journey that you're supposed to be on. This is everything is happening for a reason, and it's meant for your good. And you're going to be okay. Like I say, you're protected. And so you've got a lot of red, like I was noticing. There's a lot of red here, which we're in the Aries season. So it's like you're taking action. You're doing something. You're not just sitting by idly by. All right. So let's go ahead and get into your yes or no question. Think of a question that the answer is yes or no. I'm going to pull a rune from the Book of Runes. And if your rune is upright, your answer is yes. If your rune is reversed, your answer is no. And then after that, I'll go ahead and go into the Rune Message and tie it into the reading. And that will be it for your April reading. So let's see, what does Leo need to know? What is their answer to the question? Pause the video if you need to. What is the answer to Leo's question for the month of April 2021? Leo, for the month of April. I feel like I have one in my hand. So let's go ahead and take it. Oh, wrong side. Alrighty. So I want to say this is upright. So your answer is yes, Leo. Let's just double check. Alrighty. This little P. Alrighty, it's gateway and it is upright. So your answer is yes, Leo. To whatever your question was, your answer is yes. Okay? All right, so let's read gateway. It's on page 133. Gateway. So gateway, place of non-action, the god Thor. Wow. With gateway for its symbol, this rune indicates that there is work to be done both inside and outside of yourself. Thurasaz, that's the name of this rune. Thurasaz represents the frontier between heaven and the mundane. Arriving here is a recognition of your readiness to contact the numinous, the divine, to illuminate your experience so that its meaning shines through its form. Thurasaz is a rune of non-action. Thus, the gateway is not to be approached and passed through without contemplation. Here you are being confronted with a clear reflection of what is hidden in yourself and what must be exposed and examined before right action can be undertaken. This rune strengthens your ability to wait. Now is not a time to make decisions. Deep transformational forces are at work in this next to last of the cycle runes. So to me, this kind of reminds me of the tower that you had in the bottom of your reading, in the bottom of your Celtic Cross reading. So it's saying things are changing right now. You can't make a decision right now because the tower is hitting and it's unexpected change. So unexpected change is happening, but just know you're not making any actions. You're waiting, you're watching. Visualize yourself standing before a gateway on a hilltop. Your entire life lies out behind you, and below. Before you step through the gateway, pause and review the past, the learning and the joys, the victories and the sorrows, everything it took to bring you here. Observe it all, bless it all, and release it all. For it is in letting go of the past that you reclaim your power and step through the gateway now. So that's a lot. That's so deep. It's so deep, right? But so you're at a gateway, Leo. And that makes sense because, like I said, you got the tower, something happened, you're being asked to start all over again and to have a transformation, a rebirth, because the tower is ruled by Uranus and Uranus rules Aquarius, and we are in the age of Aquarius. So inevitable change is happening for you. right? And it's how you feel about it, because I feel like with the Five of Swords, you feel like somebody got over, like you're not happy about the change that you have to go through, but you have to do it. It's like no matter what, even if you're not happy about it, it's for your best, it's for your highest good. And if you just listen to the downloads, get in alignment with yourself, you'll start to see that. Like you need to appreciate right now what spirit is doing for you. And that's my message for you this month, Leo. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And thank you for listening to the end. I really appreciate you. So, Leo, I will see you next month in the May monthlies. Peace and namaste. Love you so much. Mwah.